This was a dreamy, dreamy job for any designer to do because our clients gave us a huge creative license to play with color, play with texture, and bring some real whimsy into the space. Danielle and Angus have 2 teenage kids. They've been living in this house for 16 years. And they really didn't do much other than a bit of cosmetic, sort of lipstick on a pig type changes because they really were saving up and wanted to do a big renovation when they were ready. They were all over having it feel joyful and alive. The entrance really sets the tone for the whole house. We chose a bold yellow and white Pierre Fray wallpaper. We paired it with an equally bold white and black chevron tile. We painted the door black, we switched up the hardware, and it's one of those entrances, you open the door and it says, "Hello, welcome to my colorful home." We needed a table to put keys and mail, stools to put your shoes on. We did put a new rug on the stairs, but it was quite funny because the mule post is like really, really like the Leaning Tower of Pisa. And Danielle kept saying, "Do not touch my staircase. I love the fact that it's leaning. I love the fact that it's wonky." So we kept it. It really is part of the old house, and that's what makes this house feel authentic. The front sitting room has buckets of beautiful south light that streams in all day. So we really knew this room had to feel happy. So we started with this pretty bold, bright yellow velvet, custom English roll arm sofa. Very traditional, but we love that about it. And we paired it with very modern white oak design within reach chairs and reupholstered the chairs in a lovely turquoise boucle, which I think tonally fits with the yellow sofa really well. And then we brought in more color in the rug. The rug is a pretty inexpensive Second Life pattern rug that has color in it, but it's pulled back, so it's not sort of taking over the room. We brought in lots of fun, colorful, textured pillows. We have cotton, we have silk, we have velvet, and it's kind of a mishmash of styles and genres, but it works. All the art are Danielle and Angus's, and it was just reframed in some cases, regrouped. But we felt that the mantle needed something to really push the room to another level. And we found these really awesome baskets from Snob. They're colorful, they're cheeky, and they really just pull everything together. So we hung them, and Danielle and Angus went, "Okay, we like." The dining room is a typical Toronto Victorian dining room that has to double as an entertaining space, but also as an everyday eating space. So you can't go too formal because otherwise you're sitting in Versailles at breakfast. So we decided to just make it really fun. And we mixed genres and styles. We've got their pine table, which was from their earlier dining table in the pre-renovation, so it's a family piece. We paired it with some modern white oak chairs with some leather weaving on the seats. We then brought in a white lacquer console table. We hung a gilded mirror on top that looks antique, but it's not. We found these really fun wheat sheaf sconces on Craigslist. And then this fabulous paper mache light fixture. With it being right off the living room, we couldn't push the envelope too far with color. However, we did a really interesting wall treatment. So at 44 inches, we cut a line, and everything underneath it is in this deep navy blue color, and everything above it is the creamy white that the rest of the main floor is. So this was a sort of modern take on a chair rail. So the biggest change from pre to post was the back half of the house. It was dark, it was dreary, it was falling apart. I mean, the kitchen was pretty dismal. So we totally gutted the kitchen and we added the 9 by 11 addition. Danielle and Angus are great cooks. They grow all their own vegetables. So knowing this, when we were designing the kitchen, I wanted a specific prep area. You'll see we've got a small second sink, lots of counter space. We've got an appliance garage that when you lift up, there's a tray that comes right out. So it's been designed very, very specifically for prep. There's 7 feet between counter to counter, which is not quite enough room for a solid island. So we decided to come up with this idea of a movable island. The island is on casters. It can be moved very easily. It's narrow, it's only 18 inches wide. It serves as a place to put your groceries down. There's some shelving for their nice casserole dishes, and it's just kind of perfect. The small addition, it's just had a massive impact for how they live. They watch television there now, they hang out there while people are cooking. We designed a custom millwork piece that has drawers for shoes, a few hooks for coats, and of course, the handheld Dyson. Then we carved out a little seating nook that their daughter loves to curl up on and read. And visually, it sort of breaks up the whole wall, and we were able to bring in some interesting fabrics to tie the whole room in together. The powder room is our kind of throwback to 70s. Like, it's a really psychedelic wallpaper. It kind of throws your eye for a loop. And we paired it with a very, very slim sink, and we found these funky sconces from Etsy that just kind of make the room. You know, that's one of the problems of being a designer. You kind of want to live in all the houses you end up finishing. But this house has a really special place for me, probably because it's on my street, and it really is so joyful. It's so colorful. They let us go for it. They were right behind pushing us forward.